Yes, I went to another pole dance competition. Switzerland, the capital of money printers, the home of most expensive living, and the Garden of Eden of most longest life expectancy. I traveled to Lausanne. The road wasn't easy, nor was it cheap. Yet it was full of surprises and fantastic athletes from all over the world. Traveling always feels kind of bittersweet to me. You know, when I see my friends discovering the world and then come back to their misery. When I fly, I can't wait to get back home. But the main question is, what is this video? What am I trying to say here? This might just be a review of my trip. If you would like to visit beautiful countries yourself, the most easiest way is to subscribe for this channel. This will make it happen. And here is a picture of this cute cat as a reward. But if you don't like pole dancing or you hate Switzerland, then there's nothing here for you. You must click off then. So anyways, we rented a car that came with several hidden costs for people who don't use a credit card, like me. I hate them. I never used them. As a debit card user, I had to buy an extra insurance on top of the extra insurance I already purchased just because of this reason. So be careful with hidden fees. Also the hotel. To park your car for one night, it costs about 25 francs. For one night! That's ridiculous. Another hundo down the drain. Food places. Now, I don't know what's wrong with people, but those reviews must be written by AI. I will never believe good reviews anymore. It's easier to sort the bad ones first and see what's the worst that people have had, so you can feel that, am I comfortable with this level of uncomfort? We had our first lunch in this cheaper side Vietnamese restaurant. No English menu. No English customer service, merci. No English communication whatsoever. All I heard was this old Vietnamese woman screaming to the chefs, I'm not going to show it because it might sound racist. Anyways, we had dumplings. They got stuck right here, behind your upper teeth. And it was like you're taking an old chewing gum from the bottom of the table and trying to eat it. So good. Disgusting. And speaking of the table and interior decoration, it was like a time capsule from the 90s. So anyways, after that we were headed to the arena, slowly digesting this poison. After that, we went to our hotel. We parked our car into this closet-sized parking space. And our room was quite nice actually, the second time around. Because our first room, when we walked in, looked like this. It seemed like the cleaner had taken a nap there before handing us the keys. Oh, in our room, we also had a light for a colonoscopy procedure. So we were well equipped. The second day, we had a delicious pancake in this place called the Pancake Mafia in Lausanne. It was really good. And we needed those carbs because we were headed to Alps. We needed every calorie we could get. Amazing road, beautiful sights. It was awesome. I mean, the scenery was 10 out of 10. You can't do much better than that. It's like a postcard quality here. We were headed to Grindelwald, a lovely tiny city about 1200 meters from the sea level. And to be honest, we both felt it. Have you ever had altitude sickness? I mean, we weren't 100% there, but we felt weird. And then we headed to Lauterbrunnen. On the way there, we hiked up the mountain into this little community in the mists of smelly cow dung. And a cat came to welcome us. A local, lovely creature. Lauterbrunnen has several waterfalls. They also have a cable car there, which wasn't working today. We wanted to ride with it. Luckily, we found another cable car lift about 10 kilometers away. We composed ourselves to expose us to more altitude sickness. And we were headed up to Gimmelwald. This, I think, was the most beautiful place, or at least one of the most beautiful places we have ever been to. I mean, the sights alone are enough to take your breath away. Literally, because there's less air there. But I mean, you need to experience it yourself. Gimmelwald alone was worth the 2.5-hour car ride there, from Lausanne. And it also smelled like goat shit. But I mean, that didn't hurt things at all. As we were headed back, we discovered that OMG, there is another cable car there that can take us even higher, to 1600 meters above sea level. Sadly, this place was too touristy. And to be honest, altitude sickness was really getting to us there. So we escaped back down. It was getting dark and we were getting hungry. So we decided to eat in this German-influenced restaurant near a trailer park. It was an okay choice. We had some potatoes and cheese that smelled exactly like goats on top of the mountain. To be honest, the ride back was exhausting. On top of hiking, sightseeing, and everything else, we drove more than 500 kilometers, or about 310 miles in one day. So I was borderline hallucinating and very tired and felt sick when we got back to the hotel. But next day, we headed to France. To be exact, we were headed to French Enlightenment writer's home, Voltaire. His home, Château de Voltaire, was beautiful. I mean, it was marvelous. Everything I could imagine 16th century house to be. And yes, we drove to France for this alone. It was the only place where I actually bought a souvenir. €2 well spent. Because here is a coin. A lovely coin. With the picture of the chateau. It was very close to Geneva, so it wasn't that big of a drive. Distance-wise at least. Voltaire loved his garden. For him it was the most precious place. He enjoyed taking long walks in the shade of trees. So he planted and groomed all the trees in his garden. You could kind of see the history, especially in the chateau itself. All the furniture, paintings on the ceiling, but most of all, yeah, I think the furniture. Beds were quite small. Anyways, we were headed back to the competition, where Elise did great. She is now the world's 13th best pole acrobat and aerialist. And officially #1 in Estonia. But what really blew me away was men's master 50+ category. There was a guy there who has competed 7 years in a row and always left with a medal. No, not him. Seiichi Yamazaki from Japan. This guy is everything one tries to achieve, especially what athleticism is concerned. He broke the world record in this division. What a trip. What a trip. Anyways, I'm SillyLlamaz and thanks for watching. Till next time.